guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, welcome to my channel. I am Pete. Now on today's video, what we are doing, I have two plants that I need to repot into spag, of course. So I'm going to try to make this hopefully another quick video. If not, it'll be a two-parter, just because of I really didn't want to rush it, and I also don't want it to be a tremendously long video. Now, the first plant we're going to start with is the one that I'm pretty sure you've seen in the thumbnail, which will be my Philodendron Birkin. As you can see, she's a pretty good size. Check out the variegation in her. Looks wonderful. Just nice. I've had her maybe close to a year almost. As you guys know, that this plant here itself, give or take 2020, maybe end of 2019, that these plants were just hard to come by, hard to find, and even more expensive online. But we did run across some, I think it was Kroger, maybe, which is, if you don't know Kroger is a food store, a grocery store down here in the South. But I found these at Kroger. I found a lot of other different plants in Kroger, like the money plant. They have African violets. They have sometimes dumpkins. Usually most to all of the plants that we find, especially the hard to find, you find them at your local grocery store, which is awkwardly strange, but who's complaining? It also lets you know that the people who's working in that department know exactly what they're doing and know exactly what to order, so that they can always make a sale instead of selling, I don't know, pansies. That's random, right? Selling stuff like that, or morning glories. I mean, there's nothing wrong with those plants, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking to actually make some money and bring in more customers, then of course you should always find plants that are in now, or popular, or hard to find, uncommon, especially if it's coming from a grocery store. And usually these big box stores, usually any kind of big company, they have what's the word I'm looking for? Let's just say connections. All right, they have connections so that they're able to order these hard to find plants, like from Costa Farms. There was one more that I usually buy from, but it's mostly Costa Farms. But yes, if you can find the right store and also the right person that's in the growing center, you're able to get the plant that you're looking for. I've also been able to talk to some of the people that are at the local stores that I go to shop, just to see and pick their brains as into what they're ordering, and also just figure out, do they know exactly what plants are in? Because like I said, some of these people, they just hire people, like, I don't want to say right off the street, but it's just like me hiring a mechanic for a landscaping job, when I'm pretty sure there's like a 98% chance that this mechanic has never did anything with landscaping, but they do it, and it tends to give them a bad reputation, and depends on the actual store itself. Then they would have to shut down a lot of their product making, and then now we're left to, we can't vlog or record in there because of the bad feedback. But it's not the vloggers or the recorders' fault, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're running a business, then it should be run to the T. So even if you pick up a camcorder, well, I'm pretty sure you already know that what's going on in the area. But most people are there for a paycheck, and who cares about the rest? At least that's what they think. But enough ranting. Let's go ahead and get this repot done. If you've been following me and watching my previous videos, The same process will apply to here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna pull the camera down so you guys can see a little bit better here. All right, so of course for materials, what I have is my trusty spag here. I also have my root washer, which is just this container of water, and then I also have this black 6-inch pot. Now, of course, she's already in a pot, but it clashes with my color coordination in my tent because she's actually going into the grow tent. I don't know if you guys see me blowing her off, but she's dusty. These are one of my neglectful plants. Not well, as you can see, she didn't make the list because she definitely needs water. But of course, with these philodendrons, they don't need as much water, so that's why she didn't really make the list. But she was on the list. If I would have did like a top 20, definitely some of these philodendrons would have made it. Also, well, I'll just tell you once I get into it. But yes, it clashes with the color coordination in my tent, which is now I have one glass vase or vase, whatever you want to call it, that has my, if you've seen it, green shield alocasia in it, and the rest of them have the white covers, or they're in a white ceramic pot, and if not, they're in a black pot like this. So I can go and get some more ceramic pots to cover them, but let's jump right into it. What we're going to do, I also have my pot to put my dirt in. We're just going to de-root her. She's been growing, and I just lifted some of these area roots off the top, so I know that she's somewhat, oh, why do I always do that? That she's somewhat okay. Alright, so show you these guys real quick. This is the root system here. As you can see, the little dark parts in the soil, that is probably, which I'm pretty sure, like those spots, that's water. But let's jump right into this. She is very, I don't want to say hard, but dry, and they love the conditions, guys. If you don't have a philodendron, one of these as of yet, I can tell you, even just even with just having a regular philodendron, they don't like too much water, especially during wintertime or whichever time of the year for you that the air is not warm, the sun is not out to actually help with the evaporation process. Oh yeah, she is super dry. What I should have done was probably watered her first. So some of these, I'm hearing them pop, and that's because she is really dry. But the roots are healthy. That's strange. But yeah, I probably should have watered her because this here is. And look, guys, if this was a regular plant, it would have been dead a long time ago. This dirt is like crazy dry, but they love this stuff. You know, if they like it, I love it. If they love it, so what of it, you know? But, you know, this de-rooting process is stressful. Yes, that's water, guys, because now it's getting to the moist, kind of cooler part now, and the dirt, as you can see, or soil, is starting to fall right on off. But the outside part, boy, I tell you, this here, I don't know if you can hear that, but if we have like ASMR or ASMR, as I want to call it, this will be great for root popping if you like those kind of sounds, especially with the dry dirt. As you can see, she has a good substantial root system, pretty healthy roots. Pretty sure it'd have been more than that, but as you can see and hear, some of these are being popped just so I can loosen the soil. Now I could just stick it down in the water, but that would completely muddy up the water, and not that it would really mess up anything, but I mean, who likes dirty water? and I have to deal with the droplets and extra cleanup and blah blah blah. So this way we'll just have to work. And now what I'm going to do is finish trying to beat some of this dirt off this root ball. All right, guys. So I don't know if I want to actually separate this pup here, which I might separate. And you know what? I really could do a quick video because I have a pot right here, and I'm also taking dirt out of her. So I can do a quick repot as well. But I'm going to take her off just because I really just want one to grow as of now. And I'm pretty sure that she's growing from mommy. And I would want them to grow separate. Now, as I'm taking this loose, I'm starting to change my mind as we speak. Just because of it'll give it a lot more full look that I'm looking for. But, you know, I'm going to take this off, and I'm probably going to use it as a giveaway down the line. I don't have as many subscribers as I do now, but eventually I will. I say that, you know, speak positive, of course. I'll say that eventually I will, and I will just use her as a giveaway. If you guys been following me, I did another repot with me in Spag with my Raffle 4 Touch of Sperma, and I also have some cuttings, rooted as a plant now, that I will be again doing a giveaway once the numbers, I guess, get up to where they supposed to be. So as you can see now, I'm trying to tease these roots without really popping the thick major ones. The smaller ones are usually like your tap water roots, but she has a little wiggle, and I'm pretty sure it's just because of this extra soil that's sitting down. I don't know if you can see that, but there's extra soil sitting down in there, and without me actually just handling it, I'm trying my best to save as much root as I can. So when I do the oh crap, I'm always doing something. So when I do put this one down in another pot, it's not as stressed out because of lack of roots. And since it's already the roots, as you can see, are open to the system, she won't be too happy about that. So as many roots as you can save, and at this point they are very intertwined, and I mean intertwined, and I'm trying my best not to snap as many. Alright. Okay, so yeah, she's very intertwined in here. And I mean very. So I'm hoping and praying that the bounce back with these will be a lot better, even though I'm pretty sure they will be, because she is going into my grow tent. Now before, she was inside of my bathroom, I'm sorry, in the south facing window, on my plant rack that you guys will see eventually once I do my infamous plant tour. But this is the root system, which is pretty extensive for this little guy. I wouldn't say little, but she don't have any variegation in her just as of yet. But of course, with age and time and light, they will change. But now I'm looking at this leaf right here from the back. I see the stripes in it, but they're not pronounced. It'll be hard for you guys to see it because I don't have light on the back side of here, but behind me, so it'll shine through. But she has been growing non-stop in the bathroom, and I was like, well, let's go ahead and repot her since I really needed to. And now we are here. So of course this will be going inside of a let's put these roots under the spag so they don't really dry out much on me. And this is the root ball from old mother here. And what I'm going to do again is get as much of this off as possible, but of course she's getting rinsed. So what I'm going to do is soak this in here for a second in the water. You want to rinse most of your roots off. Let's push some of this here dirt back so it doesn't fall on the floor. All right. So what you're going to do again is just your average rinsing of your roots. Okay, so this is what we are working with. As you can see, these roots are mostly white. They're dingy. I'm pretty sure that's because of the soil. But let's see. Hopefully you can see them now. But this is what she's going. Let's stick this in the spag. So she's gonna lay there on top of the spag. Let's slide this here over. Now what I'm going to do, guys, is run out real quick and I just pause it and we'll come back. I need to go and get one of those little small heavy duty pots of mine, nursery pots. 1 second. All right, guys, I've made it back. So this is one of the pots that I was looking for. It's one of those, I don't forget what it's called, but I think it's Costa Farm. It's like Angel, My Angel, or Angel Farm, Angel Wing, something Angel. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and repot this since it's going to be a giveaway or trade or what, I don't know yet, but hopefully a giveaway. I'm going to just repot her back in soil just because of the person who gets it probably can't work with spag, and I would rather have this already accumulated to soil. But with just like with any other plant, you're going to make sure there's a little bit of soil in the bottom. And how I do mines, as you've seen before, so that the roots are not clumped, and just pancake back down in there. I tend to hold it up just a little like this, and then as I go, I'll just use this. I really don't want to use my hand, but I'll just go like this, and this way that the roots are not just smashed down in here. Alright, and we're going to get a little bit more here and fill this base around. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to water her or not. For this process, you really shouldn't have to, but just to be on the safe side, I probably would put just a little water in here. Simply because of, from one, she just lost her mother, and also, it's winter time and the heater is running, and we all know that heat evaporates water, and that applies with plants or anything that holds water. I don't care what it is. Heat will most definitely extract the water from it, and we don't need that, being that this is she's not a newbie because she has an extensive root system, but she doesn't have the support that she once had from mommy dearest. So this was my quick repot of the hopefully giveaway. I know most people still don't have Birkins, and they're still hard to find depending on your location, as we all know. So, and even if not, guys, who doesn't like extra plants, especially when they're free? So again, this is my extra baby for my Birkin that we just quickly decided to repot. Nice. So we're going to place her on the side here, and again, we're just going to hope for the best, which I'm pretty sure the best will come with this guy. And I'm going to stick her back in the bathroom just because she was doing fine in there, and also I want to keep the grow conditions as minimum as possible, just because I don't want it to get too big and then it's hard to ship, or I have to take extra good care of it now. But let's move on here. All right, so what we're going to do now is go ahead and plant this guy. I tried to make this be a short video, but guys, I love to talk, especially when it's about plants. So you really can't beat that. Now, let's get this here. Oh, okay. Look, guys, this is totally off subject, but of course, plant junkie here. I got this as a gift. This is actually like a little plant, except it's a light, plant light. 3D light is very super bright, as you can see. This little petal right here for the leaf, and there's like this little storage thing there. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's like this little storage thing there. So, yeah, and the little buttons right here. Probably can't see it because of my ring light. It's so bright I could turn it down. But anyway, off subject. Back to what we were doing. Yeah, here. So what we're going to do, again, this bag here is usually moist. I keep it inside of its container. And this container has a lid to it, so that way I don't have to go and try to soak these and usually wet them too much, and now they're rotted out. And don't ask me how I know, but let's just say I learned the hard way. Okay. But what we're going to do, did I just bend that? What we're going to do is get this guy, and we're going to get our spag. Guys, I can tell you, spag is so fun to work with. It really is. Especially if you have the conditions where you really don't have to do anything about it. So I put a little down at the bottom, as you can see. And we're going to take our plant. And let's pull this back out. Since some of these aerial roots were sitting on the top, like this one here, they had started sitting flat like that. They had started to root themselves and send out support and taproot. So what I'm going to do is basically just bury those down in there, so that way the root system itself can get a lot more extensive. And if anything ever happens to the top, guess what? There's a nice healthy root system here at the bottom that can start itself back over. I thought about pulling this little leaf off since it's about to go. Yep, it's about to. I barely pulled it. It was, as you can see, it was doing that. And the other ones are just fine. So anyway, yeah, she's looking clean and pretty. I've cleaned her up. This is the base over there. All right, so let's get her down in her new home. And just like the rest, guys, I'm pretty sure what I'm going to do with her. She's going to sit on a pieces of wood or slacks of wood that I get from Lowe's for like less than $1 or something. But anyway, she's going to be climbing eventually once I go and get some more some more slabs of wood to have her to grow up at. Of course, like the rest. What we're doing, and again, it's just like regular dirt. You're going to make sure your plant is centered the way you want it to be centered, or placed the way you want it to grow. Hopefully, you should know your growing conditions, your light conditions. So if you've had that plant for a while, you should definitely know its growing conditions or growing habits inside of your home or office or wherever you're growing your plants. So just keep in mind, look at this area root here. Keep in mind that when you are trying to replant or repot some things or get your plant to grow in a specific way, there's no way that you can get your plant to grow trailing straight up if your light source is only coming from the bottom. If you get what I'm saying, that's a little weird. I mean, I'm not saying that's not possible, but you're going to catch a whole lot of problems with that. But yeah, just make sure that what you're trying to achieve with your project or your plant, that it supports your ideas and things. So again, just do a little research, and if you don't need the research, just make sure that your conditions, we're talking light, air, water, um, all that. What was that thing? Nutrients or fertilizer, however you want to call it. Just make sure those things are right and accurate. And what I'm going to do, guys, is show you how I fertilize. Now, I've never, ever, never, never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, 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 ever. I can say that like 30 times, and I still have yet to see it. But I'm going to keep saying it. Never, ever, ever. All right, now I'm tired. But the point is, I've never seen anyone do this process on YouTube. But of course, I did my research, and my research has proven me correct. And even with the research, it's like common sense. And with fertilizing, I think I did or talked about. I'm just stopping. I think I did or talked about this once before. About fertilizing your plants. Again, once I do that, I would not recommend just anyone doing it. But I would recommend everyone to do it if, and only if you've done your research to support what you're trying to do. And if you're trying to do what I'm doing, what I will show you in a video, if you're trying to go down that path or that road, then of course what I had to do was assess my living or growing conditions for my plants. And we all know with fertilizer, you don't want to burn your plants or basically kill them. And if you don't have the right conditions, or you water them or fertilize them at the wrong time, then usually you will burn them. But in my case, I figured out and oh my God, guys. I mean, I've known that my plants were growing fine. I don't want to say without fertilizer, but they were doing okay without the fertilizer inside of my grow tent. And we all know that with anything that's living, it needs some kind of good nourishment to keep itself healthy, strong, and even getting bigger. But once I started this process, I wish I would have recorded it, but I still have yet to figure out the whole time lapse thing. Now I probably have, because I know how to edit. So as you can see, I sped up a couple of my videos. So right now it's just a matter of getting a camera and just letting it sit put. But anyway, I should have recorded it once I got through, or in the process of doing it, but I didn't do that, and I actually feel kind of bad that I didn't do it, but at least I know that it works, and I'm going to show you guys the process. But anyway, it was just strange how, people would say don't fertilize your plants throughout the year because of you might burn them, or fertilize them once every such and such and such and blah blah blah. Now, for a long time I did, honestly I did listen to that, and as you get older and start to do your own little research, you'll start to figure out very quickly that some of these people who've done the research on it is either old, or it was tested in different conditions, and everyone's conditions is not the same at all. Like I see YouTubers with calatheas or calatheas prayer plants that just no crispy tips. I'm just hoping that they didn't buy them like that, but they said they've been growing just fine with no crispy tips or anything. I'm like, well, what is it that you're doing? I don't see even a humidifier. And even in some of the areas, guys, that I've noticed some of these videos, it's like there is no way that your humidity is up that high with no kind of humidifier. And guys, I'm in the South, and if we don't know, humid is what we do, hot and sticky with a capital ST. We're talking hot and sticky. So I mean, even with our conditions like that, which is your probably half of the year. Again, here comes winter, and of course you're not going to sit in your house 3 degrees just to make your plants feel good. I mean, I can only do so much, my comfort, anything below, for me, anything below 70 starts to get a little iffy. So, yeah, anyway, guys, I'm just ranting on. But as long as you have your conditions down and everything is right, fertilizing year round is not a problem. Now, keep in mind that you need to have the right conditions in order for you to do this. I say this again, just like we're gonna use the watering for an example without the fertilizer. So if you're watering your plants like now during the wintertime, I guarantee you they will die because your house is not over 80, 90 degrees dry heat. Impossible. And if you're living in those kind of conditions, please share what kind of plants that you are harboring in your house because they are very resilient if that's the case. But if the air is not circulated and it's not hot enough and it's not dry, watering these plants at least twice or 3 times a week, how you would do during the heat of the summer, you will kill them. So just keep that in mind when you are watering your plants with the extra fertilizer. But of course, I've made this video about fertilizer now. Anyway, guys, we'll talk about fertilizer more later on, a little down the road once I get to it. And I don't have my notes by me, but I'm pretty sure that video will be probably, let's say, 4 videos after this. All right. Don't quote me on that, but let's just say it will be, I know for a fact, after the 4th video. It could be like the 8th or the 12th, but I know it's after the 4th. Anyway, guys, so we are through now. This is my finished result of the repotted Philodendron Birkin inside of spag. What I've done, again, was your basic repot. As you've seen, I rinsed the roots off, stuck it in here, and now this is her forever home. As of now, again, the spag is fine. She was pre-moist and sits closed in this container here. And guys, what we're going to do, we're going to keep you guys updated on how all of these are doing actually, especially the ones that are or that have been switched to spag. And Mama Dearest here will not spend any more of her days, I don't want to say secluded, because there are plenty other plants inside of the bathroom, but let's just say philodendron family wise, most of all of these guys sit inside of my grow tent. But again, here is my philodendron Birkin. Now I'm going to go ahead and just stop this video here just because it's getting a little lengthy. And also have a little cleaning up to do, but guys, stay tuned for the next video. As you can see, this little guy here is just waiting for me. I'm going to go ahead and do a second video for a repot with her in spag as well, and we're going to go from there. So that way, like I said, this video was not long. And alright guys, don't forget also that eventually this will be one of the giveaway plants that I will be hopefully giving away once the time is right. And as I said before, there are a couple of more that I do have that I would like to do a giveaway for as well. Just because, as you know, guys, I don't like, throwing away plants. It's just stressful. It's like I don't know, it hurts my feelings. Anyway, guys, so that is it. So I would like to thank you guys for coming back and supporting my channel. Please do me a favor and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Please also hit that notification button, guys, so you can keep up with all the cool projects that I'm doing. And if you've been following me so far, or if you're just tuning in, I am packed and loaded with ideas, and I can tell you, just by listening to or watching or following even my videos or even my social handle, you would know that I am the guy of ideas. And when it comes to plants, guys, I'm telling you, I can do this all day, 24/7. Especially if I didn't have to sleep. Now, if I was like a vampire, oh my word, this would be wonderful. And okay, here I go ranting again. So, of course, again, guys, thanks for coming. These are the final results of the babies that we're having. Also, if you notice, you can tell also how the big window sits because she's facing that way, which is perfect for me because it makes it a lot easier to stick that slab of wood right here and then attach her to it. And once I stick her inside the grow tent, instead of pushing that way, she will start to grow upward, and it'll be wonderful. And I can't wait, of course, because these leaves will be nice. All right, yeah, that is it, guys. Again, one more time, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, again, leave a comment down below if you have any ideas that you're wanting to see me do. Again, sky's the limit as long as I don't have to go and get like a gold bar or something, or a 24 karat diamond or something random. But again, let's do this one more time. I'm ranting. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I would like to thank you again for coming and supporting my channel. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video or the day after that. I do try to drop videos daily, but if not, they are uploaded and they will be out the next day. That is it, you guys. I have a lot to clean up. There's dirt all over my table. I need another Dr. Pepper ranting. See you guys on the next video. Bye.